to start clicking it. Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. It is a beautiful Saturday. So glad to have you with us tonight on this here fine program. If this is the first time you listen to the show, let me tell you what you get here. We try not to do politics. We try to talk about fun things, try to talk about pop culture, comic books. I mean, we're sponsored by a comic book store. I mean, what would you expect other than to talk comic books and things like that, including Superman, which we talked about last week without spoilers. This week, we are going to talk about with spoilers. And for all you people who think that it's a woke mess, but you didn't go see it, you might as well still listen because you don't care if I spoil it and you find out that you were wrong. And then you may want to go see it afterwards. We are also going to be talking Fantastic Four, what our expectations are for the upcoming film, which comes out next Thursday. We have your results of the Nerf wall. You're going to find out who is facing the wall eventually. We are going to talk video games. We got a ton of things in the Nerd Roundtable. And like I said, I want to thank you all for taking us along with you wherever you're going, wherever you've been, or wherever you're going to from and fro. Because if you're going fro,
I was going to ask if you were going to say fro.
Well, you got to go. You got to go with fro.
To and fro.
To and fro. And I could never fro. I wish I could, though, because I think I could rock a fro. But
it would be interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like you and Luffy have done like
I have
do equivalent.
I've got the perm back in the 80s a couple times. Convinced by my cousin Debbie. Oh, it'll look good. And she got me twice because I'm just a very trusting person.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, because I'm not. I am not. I wasn't that smart then. I'm a little more savvy now. At least I like to think so.
I don't think it has anything to do with intelligence. I think it's what you said. It's like you're very trusting.
By the way, the other voice you're hearing is Cameron. Good evening, Cameron.
Good evening to you as well.
Yes. If you want to be a part of the show and people are already jumping on the ways that you can be, well, let me tell you, in case you don't know, you can text us at 800-905-0989. I already got some text there. It's 800-905-0989. Or you can check us out on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on X. Didn't do Rumble because it's too much work. And just you got to do a thing every single time to make it. And I'm just not. It's Saturday night. I ain't doing it. Maybe if I had a producer to do it, maybe I would. I probably still wouldn't do it. It's just too much work. So anyway, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're on X at either the Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WORD. Check us out there if you want to see what we look like, and then go back to listening on the radio. Because I mean,
they can't handle this amount of sexiness.
Oh my Lord, what happened to him? He like exploded sideways. Yes, I did.
Hey, I always hate it when people explode sideways.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? All right, let's check out the stream.
Better to go long ways,
Chris says, "What's up, guys? Matthew at a gathering?" Yes, he is. That's where he is.
Yes. And
Odie explained last week that he'll be here every once in a while. So he is now a part-time person on the Upstate Pulse. So.
He is now Brock Lesnar.
Yes, he is. He is.
You all right?
No,
I
proofread, and I should have kept talking, but
yes.
All right, on the text line, Lonzo, I know your sponsor is a comic book shop, but honestly, I was expecting maybe a little chatter about corn and soybean futures. A guy can dream. We always need corn. They put soybeans in too much stuff. The things you think is meat, especially school lunches, not meat. It's a soy burger, and at least it's not a Soylent Green burger, as far as we know, because Soylent Green is people. Speaking of food,
and you don't want to eat that.
No, you don't.
Messes with your
unless you're really short and you like blow darts out of a tube.
You leave the pygmies out of this.
Well, I was thinking of Diablo. So
yeah, those are like literal demons.
Let's jump to Malaysia, because who doesn't want to jump to Malaysia?
I've done it once.
I gotta be honest. I don't know where Malaysia is. I believe it's an island, but I also think that that Ireland's a peninsula. So Cameron's we don't have our news guy here who can look it up for us.
Here's the thing.
I could look up Malaysia, but I don't. In honor of international, while Cameron looks up where Malaysia is, unless you guys know, you can text us or hit us up on stream. In honor of International French Fry Day last week, we missed it, dude. French Fry Day was last week. McDonald's Malaysia. That's how I don't know if there's only one, but McDonald's Malaysia went all out with a massive portion of fries, and it's the kind of size upgrade that actually deserves its own holiday. Dubbed the Fan Fries Meal, this glorious carb celebration came stacked with an extra wide box of fries made to be shared. Okay, so
also it's south of Thailand, and it has a little bit of some land on Indonesia.
Okay.
So it's actually part of a peninsula.
Okay. All right. So it's an island. So here's the thing. If you've ever ordered like the extra large fry from McDonald's, which I think is a half a sack of taters, put two of them next to each other and make it into one big box.
So a whole sack of taters.
Yeah, a whole sack of taters. And I don't think I would share. I don't think I'd order anything else either. I mean,
that would just be like what you eat on for a while.
Yeah. So it had me wondering, because I do believe that McDonald's are one of my favorite fries, not necessarily my favorite fries. And what's your favorite fry? What are the best fries out there? And it doesn't have to, it could be at a local restaurant. It could be at a national chain. I will tell you a couple of mine. Obviously, I just said I love McDonald's fries. I always have, even since I was a kid. Probably love them a little too much. And no, I don't want to marry them. I've been happily married for going on 33 years.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yes. It's a weird world, man. Some people can marry French fries in certain countries, and it's perfectly
some people can marry French fries. Some people can marry Hatsune Miku. It's a weird, wild,
I have no idea what you just said, but I hope it's clean for air. All right.
Probably.
So I kind of like, what's the name of the wings place across the street?
Wingstop.
There's a lot of wings places. I like Wingstop's fries too. I don't know.
They're pretty good.
I don't know what oil they fry it in. I think it might be like, peanut oil or something, because they're really brown. Same thing as the fries at Bad Daddy Burger Barn. Did I say that right?
No. There's no barn.
Big Bad Burger, but it's Bad Daddy's Burger?
Yes.
I thought it was Bad Daddy Burger Bar.
I think it's Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, but
you
you said barn.
Yeah, well, the hay's out. So, of the barn.
I was about to say, you're about to call it like what mom does. Big booty daddies.
Yeah,
it's like, where's booty? Booty was
there's
not
only
involved.
one big booty daddy, and he does excellent math.
He does.
So what is your favorite fry, Cameron?
I gotta say, I really do like some Zaxby's fries. I've always been a big sucker for them, and throw that in some Zax sauce. That's like my go-to. That's why I get wings and things.
All right, Goose on the stream says Quincy steak fries. And his number 2 is Chick-fil-A waffle fries. I like Chick-fil-A waffle fries.
They're good. Especially with the Chick-fil-A sauce.
I'm partial on occasion, if they're hot, to Arby's curly fries. They have to be hot. They get cold faster than any other fry. I don't understand that.
We'll have to do a heat distribution test on this at some point.
They make those things that keep your pizza hot. Why don't they have little ones for fries?
What, like a little hot plate for?
No, those bags. Those bags.
Oh, yeah.
Those bags they put pizza in. Why don't they have little bags to put fries in?
It's probably expensive for them.
Well, if it hasn't been invented yet, go ahead and invent it and give me 2%. I'll take 2%, because those things will sell really well.
2?
Oh, only 2. Yeah, I'm
only 2.
I'm feeling especially generous. When I said the hay's out of the barn, it might have been my brains partially. I don't know. All right. So anyway,
are you about to be put out to pasture? Is that what's going on here?
I am. I'll be eating all kinds of hay. Text line 800-905-0989. I'm not apologizing for being especially silly tonight. I just am. Chris says Red Robin fries. Yum. They're and the free refills. I mean, ain't
How
nothing
can
better.
you argue with free?
Yeah, I mean, well, you still got to pay for the initial batch of fries, but they just keep bringing them.
The Game Pass of fries.
Yes.
That's such a fat guy sentence to say.
Wow. If you say so. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, keep those coming, by the way. Text line 800-905-0989. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X, 98.9 WRD, or the Upstate Pulse. Let us know what's your favorite fries. And if you throw out a place that we've never ate at, we're probably not going to go to it. I'm not going to be that guy on the radio who I've heard of, I'm going to go there. I'm probably not going unless it's within 5 miles of the radio station or my house or on the way home. If it's somewhere in Simpsonville, there ain't nothing in Gray Court.
You kind of break your hermitage there.
Yeah. So I mean, I used to go places, then I got old, and now I don't want to go anywhere but home usually.
Look, you should be more adventurous like me.
Or Borderlands. I love going to Borderlands. We just went there today. I'll talk about that a little bit later. All right, you're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of French fries. Forgot to do awesome teas going to break, but I did say French fries.
How is that a tease?
So teas can lead to a craving. A craving can lead to a longing.
Okay, so
a longing can lead to a trip down the road to McDonald's to get some French fries. That's what I mean.
You're being subliminal, man. Here.
I am not. I am following a path. It's like a timeline from Loki. I mean, there are many branches, but and
all roads lead.
If something jumps out of a portal, we're probably in trouble.
I don't know. I think we'd be fine. Just don't get hit by the stick. All right, don't get pruned.
Am I a variant? Oh, no. Maybe tonight I am.
I want to meet alternate timelines of Cameron. I'd be a little concerned.
I don't want to meet alternate timelines of me. Because I'll just be sad about me. Because they'll be confident. They'll be winners. They'll be go-getters. They'll be out there. There will be kings of the business world. All things I am not.
I would just like to think I'm the one good one. Just going the invincible route there.
What if you find out you're not? What if you met all your variants and you find out you're the bad one? I mean, which means the other ones are really, really good.
Yeah, I mean,
but what if you find out you're the bad one? You are the Spock with the goatee.
That's like, it's like, I don't even know how to respond to that because,
it's very deep. It's very philosophical. I mean, everyone thinks that when they meet their variants, they're going to find out, there's a bad one, there's a crazy one, there's a completely silly or stupid one.
What if they're all just slightly different?
You may just find out that you are the bad guy. You are all those things that you're looking for, and everybody else are, in the vernacular of the 20s, probably swell guys. I don't know where swell came in at. I'm going to go with it.
I might just have a Dr. Doom moment where he finds the one. Oh, life makes sense now. It's like, it was me the entire time. Okay. There's a storyline where Dr. Doom meets the good version of himself. He saved the world. Everything's great. And the other Dr. Doom is just like, hey, you just got to stop hating Reed Richards. After I stopped doing that, everything was fine. Also, lose the ridiculous cape. And then Dr. Doom killed him and destroyed his entire universe.
That's a good question, Chris.
Absolute
yeah.
How can we make your backstory grittier?
I don't know.
It's kind of hard.
It's pretty, yeah. I tell stuff sometimes and people are like, "Nah, that didn't happen," but it did. I mean, yeah.
I've had similar instances.
Well, there are witnesses, so I mean, the majority of things happen to me. Somebody else was there.
Yeah.
So it ain't. I mean, we could corroborate, but that would require speaking to those people, and no one talks to me except for you guys. And you guys are awesome. I mean, You're not talking to me on the phone because I just busied that.
Like how you just remembered that.
Hey, I'm doing everything over here. You know, not that I'm not capable. I mean, I used to do this for the scoreboard. I ran everything. You reach a certain point in your career where you believe that you no longer have to do the things, but then sometimes you have to do the things. So, I mean,
Sometimes things require doing.
It does give me experience with this board, which is a brand new board. And even though I've ran it probably 10 times, I've only ran it like 10 times.
Always look on the bright side of life. Diddle-a-doo-doo.
Welcome back to the Upstate Pulse. Apparently, I grabbed a noti bed. So, I mean, it'll hit eventually. There it is. There it is. We're back.
All right, boys.
We're back in
We're
Night
going to
City.
Arasaka.
Yeah. Don't forget to go up to the helicopter and get the katana and the gun. Because, if it's still there with the new update. By the way, we might talk about that a little bit later. This does sound like cyberpunk music without the anger as much. Welcome back to the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo Cameron here on a Saturday night. If you want to be a part of the show, which a lot of you are being, and we appreciate it, text line is 800-905-0989. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X at either 98.9 WORD or the Upstate Pulse. There's a pause there, so I was waiting for it to jump back in before I continue.
I wasn't judging you.
So, well, even if you were, it was still amazing because that's what I do. We asked before we went to, I asked. Cameron was here when I asked, and then he answered, what are your favorite fries? Because Malaysia decided to go double large. They called it double XL fries.
Ooh.
Yes. I don't know if you can get them at DXL.
I was about to say
I don't know if you can or not. I don't know if you can. All right. Texter says Wendy's home fries. I like Wendy's. Again, Wendy's like curly fries from Arby's. Once they get cold, it's over. Just go ahead and although the air fryer is your friend. If you don't have an air fryer, you need to get one because I haven't found a fry yet that I didn't heat in the air fryer and it wasn't okay. I mean, some of them, they lose some perfection, but the air fryer really, really works good. I'm not going to apologize for how silly I am tonight because this is probably the closest you get to who I am really. So, I mean,
you get a glimpse.
Yeah, you get a glimpse. You couldn't handle the whole thing. The people I grew up with, they could, and they had to shoo me away a lot. Lots of loonies, a lot of sillies, a lot of goofies, a lot of stuff. All right. Texture says this is Jarduck. I think I'm reading it right, but I don't have my glasses on. Looks like it says Jarduck. Old school Checkers fries with the seasoning. Yeah, whatever happened to Checkers? I mean, they were around here when. Do they still exist? They might. I'm not sure.
Maybe they finished their game.
They decided to go play chess. Let's see. Viper Dave said, I would say, life makes sense now because we were talking about, might as well bring this onto the air. I'm going to get to the stuff on the sheet. Maybe. I mean, because I think
it's like the pirate code. It's a guideline.
No, this is very much Upstate Pulse and portions of this building. All right, these are conversations that Rob Brown and Chris Evans and I would get into and would talk for way too long and not get any work done and then go, oh, crap, I got work to get done before I leave. This is the kind of thing. So during the break on the stream, which, again, you can watch, we are live. Wow, that says Charlie, and it's not Charlie. I probably should fix that. Should I noob myself over that if I look and see a crawl? I'll leave that up to you guys. You think I should noob myself for something that's happening on the stream that I just now noticed? I don't know. Maybe I should, or maybe I just, want to talk about the great Charlie James. Anyway, so during the break, we were talking about what if we met a variant of ourselves. And what I said is, what if you find out that you're the bad one? That you think you're the good variant, that there's a multiverse out there. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. If there's a multiverse out there, then there are many yous on many Earths. And if there are many yous on many Earths, they're probably not all the same person. Okay. Some of them are probably a little bit different. And a lot of times they're the exact opposite of you. And sometimes they're better than you. And my philosophy or my hypothesis, I don't know what it is. My question was, that's it. All those things kind of work. Was what if you met, let's say you met 20 variants of yourself and you were the bad one?
See, define bad. Do you mean like morally or just like success wise?
However you define bad. It could be Michael Jackson bad. I don't know.
Here's the other thing is like if I met all the ones who actually.
By the way, when I said Michael Jackson bad, I didn't mean like Neverland Ranch Michael Jackson. I meant the song.
Yeah.
Who's bad?
There's a difference.
Maybe I should have said LL Cool J bad. There we go. It's an old reference. Look it up. It's a good song.
What a guy's face in the sand.
Yeah, exactly.
Love LL Cool J.
So what if you met a variant of yourself? I don't know. All right. Braden says Bojangles and Zaxby's fries are my favorites, right behind Homemade and Five Guys fries. See, I was waiting to see if someone would mention Five Guys because those two McDonald's fries put together would not equal
the bag.
A small fry from Five Guys.
Yeah.
I haven't had Five Guys in a long time. Went away from them about probably a decade ago when I lost all the weight. Unfortunately, I found all the weight that Jelly Roll lost, and I would like him to take it back, but he says no. Let's see.
I think Chris says.
I think an alternate Lonzo would be a Raiders fan. Could be. Would he be right? Would he be the bad guy though? I don't know. He might be.
I think he would be, but
an alternate Cameron might wear a leather jacket and ride a motorcycle. I don't know.
There's every chance that would happen.
That doesn't mean he's a good guy or a bad guy. It just means he's wearing a leather jacket and riding a motorcycle.
Shows up, like does the slow walk in, takes the sunglasses off. Hey guys, how you doing?
Whereas if you rode a motorcycle, it'd be a gold wing probably.
Well, all right.
You can look it up.
I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get insulted.
Yeah, listen. People with gold wings have a lot of money. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say like a crotch rocket.
You said
something.
gold wing, right?
I said gold wing, as in, oh, my wings are gold. Yes, a gold wing.
I wouldn't mind riding one of those.
Yeah, those things are like the size of a smart car, but still, I mean,
I'd probably feel more safe, honestly.
A couple of my uncles growing up, they had those because they were rich, and so I mean, that's how you knew. Back then, it was a social thing. I don't know if it is now. I mean, social status.
Yeah,
if you're riding one of those.
I understood what you meant.
Yeah. So if you want to be a part of the show, text line 800-905-0989. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. We are going to go ahead and take a break because when we come back, we're going to talk about Superman spoiler free. No, not spoiler free. We're going to spoil. That variant went spoiler free. I'm going to be the bad guy and talk spoilers. We're going to talk a lot of Superman.
Tonight, are we bad guys?
And if you haven't, today, we're the baddies. If you haven't seen it and you've been scared off by people saying it's a certain way, they lied. They didn't see it. Now, you can either trust me or not trust me, but if you're listening to the show or you're watching the show, then you probably like the stuff that we like. And I am telling you, this is one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. So we're going to get to that. Before we do that, I want you to look around the screen and you will see we've added some posters, including I got a Lost Boys poster behind me, got a new Batman poster. One thing you probably didn't know about Borderlands Comics and Games 410 South Pleasantburg Drive is they have a large collection of posters. Not anime, you got movies. Like I said, there's an animated Batman behind me. There's also a movie poster from Lost Boys, one of my favorite movies of all time. And you can go there and you can get those. So you can get posters. They even have like floor mats. I mean, nerdy floor mats, which are really cool. They have a bunch of stuff that you probably didn't think that you could get at Borderlands, but you can. They also have vintage video games. Cameron's having a conversation with Dante today. He was at the Pokemon, the card station. He was over there. Did you buy Pokemon?
I was say he was appraising Magic cards.
Yeah, there you go. You can buy Magic cards there. You can also buy, obviously, comic books, not just new ones, but older ones. And if you can't find it, talk to them and they'll order it for you. They also have graphic novels, which are called something else. Rob said what they were, and I forget what they were called. They're called something else.
Omnibus?
No. Omnibuses are like big
Yeah.
like big thick things.
That's a good
I remember later on, but they also have D&D stuff as far as you can buy figurines there. You can buy dice. You can buy paint to paint your figurines. You can buy books on D&D. They've got magazines. They've got so many things there. They've got an entire kids section with a kid-sized tables and kid-sized chairs where kids can sit there and read kids books. Who knew? Also, they have statues, anime statues, Funko Pops, all that kind of stuff. Borderlands Comics and Games open 7 days a week, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive. Just check them out. When you go over there, say, hey, I heard about this on the Upstate Pulse. It will get you nothing. It won't get you a discount. It won't get you anything. It'll get you, oh, yeah, I listen to that show.
You'll get a,
Yeah. We come back. We're talking Superman with spoilers. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. Saying, where would your variant be?
yes.
Okay, why didn't you just say that?
I wanted to say it the way I said it.
That's too far above my present state of mind.
All right, I'll aim lower. What job you think they got?
There you go. See?
Is there a Cameron that never came up with Pappy?
Probably.
Just the one that didn't play a Lego Rock Band.
Dave can at least get an attaboy. Okay. Attaboy.
Attaboy.
I don't know what for, but okay.
Hey, Viper Dave, you're awesome. You do what you do the best way you do it.
Yeah. The $800 Millennium Falcon. You know who also got one of those? David Cornsweat.
Yes.
When he got done shooting, his wife bought that for him.
Did she?
Yes, as a gift. Yes. There's really only one Pappy. You know, there are anchor beings.
I'm multiversal in nature.
Yeah, I think Pappy is an anchor being. It's unfortunate.
I hold reality together. I'm like Loki at the end of season 2. All the strings together. I'm about to start going Macho Man. When the universal forces started to collide. Ooh, yeah. Pappy variants would just be like, here's the other thing. Pappy would be the most consistent character in all of that. The only change would be absolute Pappy. It's like, how did my backstory get so gritty? Dadgummit, dark side.
I thought you asked how'd your back get so gritty. Oh,
The bat did the gritty.
no, I was
You can do that in Fortnite.
Hot town, somewhere in the city, back of my neck getting dirty and gritty.
Yeah.
It's a song. You've been outside. I mean, you were outside today.
True.
Your back could have got dirty and gritty. Are you in the back of your neck?
I'm sure it did. I haven't checked.
Well, you can check right now. We're waiting.
I'm not doing that on the air. Or I'm not doing that on video. A little bit, yeah. Not a permanent thing. Just
I'll address that when we come back.
okay.
Before we get to Superman.
The band didn't break up. Let me just put it.
It was
that
not.
way.
It was not country. That's not a country song. Hot town, summer in the city. That's not a country song. That was like out in the 50s or 60s.
It's a big band.
It was not big band.
It wasn't big band.
How dare you, sir, accusing me?
What? Do you not like
No,
big
it's not
band?
about him.
Oh, okay.
It's by Loving Spoonful from 1966. So if you heard a country version of it, it wasn't the original. So when Cameron and my daughter were growing up, a remake would come out and they're like, have you heard this? And I would say, that's not the original. And then I would make them look up and listen to the original.
That's how Dad made
That
me
and
listen.
Rockbound made a Rock Band,
Rockbound.
Rockbound.
That'd be a great movie name. Rockbound.
Can neither confirm nor deny all of those things, Dave.
Why is it that the running thing is a Timspiracy?
That's the first I heard it.
No, I thought I've seen somebody.
I
say it
don't
before.
think I heard that before. That's fine. That's okay.
It might have been Dave some other time. but
Wow, we've gotten to one thing on the list. That's fine now.
these are our rations. If we get more than that, then we're good.
Well, you saw Nerd Roundtable.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we good. Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Alonzo and Cameron here on a Saturday night. Having a blast. If you want to be a part of the show, 800-905-0989.
Get it, robot.
Or we're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. We're going to talk Superman with spoilers. But before we do that, let us get to the text line and to the stream. Let's see. A text says Lonzo needs to go back to a certain diet plan. Hey, I know how to do it. It's just one thing it does. It requires walking, which I can't do. I'm in a catch-22. I'm in a conundrum. I'm in a lot of things where if I don't exercise, even though a part of the diet plans that I've been on requires walking an hour a day, I can't do that at this moment because I need a knee replacement. They won't replace my knee until I lose the weight, but I can't lose the weight without using my knee. So it's one of those things. We're going to get it figured out, though. Fat Fabio need to make another appearance before the end of my radio career. So there you go.
Fat Fabio 2, The Reckoning.
Yeah, Thin Lonzo will be back again, or thinner. I mean, if I get too thin, I look like a lollipop with a big old
like a Pez dispenser.
Yeah, there we go. And I don't want to do that. All right.
Should we make Upstate Pulse Pez dispensers?
We should make a whole lot of things. Text says, hey, gang, my wife and I ride a 2005 Harley Davidson Ultra Classic weighing a little over 900 pounds. Yes, that's what I kind of sort of thing that I expect alternate Pappy riding.
Motor run.
Let's see. Texter Jarduck again. I was doubtful on watching Superman, but wouldn't watch it in 3D at the IMAX. And Winton watched it. Yeah, I'm guessing he is voice of text. The director trolled people, which is what I said last week, that he absolutely trolled people, and some people fell for it, and really did not get political. Thankfully, they made even characters that I normally don't care for in the comic so much more awesome. The scene with Mr. Terrific and says Lewis at the
probably
base. Lois, yeah, at the base was amazing. Sorry, it says at the end voice text. Yeah, it absolutely was. And I said from the beginning, some people who wanted to be political got angry with me. Not Matthew, by the way. Just other people in the building got angry with me when I said it was not. It was absolutely political. And then we had a discussion, and it was just stupid. Because they're wrong. He trolled everybody, and people fell for it. I don't want to get too political here, but just because someone says something that I agree with most of the time doesn't mean that I blindly follow what they say. Everyone needs to be vetted to a degree. And if someone says you shouldn't go see this because of this, part of my job on Saturday nights, even though I made it my job, is to review these kind of movies because that's what this show is for.
Yeah.
If I went there and I saw all the things that was supposedly there, I would come in and tell you all those things exist, but they don't. Clark Kent Superman is exactly who he's supposed to be.
The thing is, we've called out stuff like that before, like with Acolyte and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When we've noticed.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I expect a certain amount of that stuff when I go see something. There wasn't any. I mean, Lex Luthor has been the Lex Luthor he's been since, 1960 something.
Honestly, I feel like he's been more Lex Luthor this time around than he has been.
Exactly. Closer to the comic books, also closer to Smallville Lex. And
somewhat, but Smallville Lex still more likable.
Yeah, probably. Not at the end, though. At the end, Smallville Lex was like this Lex now.
True.
And this is Lex when he's full X.
Yes.
So for those of you wanting to know where Dave has popped on the stream, he hasn't been on for a while, and he wants to know where everyone is. Odie, I'm going to say, works 7 days a week. He has his own show on Sunday night. He needs to concentrate on his own show. So he's not going to be on the show as much. Do we miss him? Yeah. But, that's just the way it goes. One thing about this show and about my job in general, I mean, I've been here going on 26 years. One thing that I've had, it's like starting a new job every couple of years because everybody quits or gets fired and I'm starting over with new people. So how can you work somewhere for so long? Because of the turnaround. It's not like, I mean, we'll have a good solid few years with people. Odie's not going anywhere as far as I know, by the way, but I'm just bringing up the turnaround for this show. And then people get jobs during the week, like people want to know where Tim is. Well, Tim is the morning producer. He produces for Tara and is real busy. He also has 3 or 4 kids. I think it's 3. It could be 4. I don't know. I do know, but I don't know at this moment because I'm trying to think of it, and so I can't.
So it eludes you.
Chris moved on to engineering, and he will still show up for the big ones like the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special. We've already been talking about that. He will also show up for the anniversary show, and every once in a while he's going to show up. Same with Odie; he's going to show up every once in a while. Matthew had a gathering.
Yeah,
I mean,
that one's easy.
If Matthew's not here, he's at a gathering. Matthew is a guest. Matthew is not a paid person on the show. He gets paid to do news, but he doesn't get paid to be on the show. Matthew is here because he loves it and because he has fun.
Yeah.
And he gets to do things that he doesn't get to do anywhere else. Who knew that he could do all the voices he can do? And he still throws things out every once in a while that we didn't know he could do.
It blows our mind.
Yes, he does. And that's what's so cool about this show. It is a place where the new people can come on and show their stuff. And either they have it or they don't have it. If they don't have it, they're probably not going to be on the show a whole lot because I judge whether they have it or not. And sometimes if they really don't have it, that's just like having it. Because awkwardness is just as much fun as hitting everything dead on.
It's being able to wield it, just to a degree. Also, just enjoy the people you have in the season you have them.
Exactly what I do. And some people, I'm glad they're gone. So, I mean, I listen, none of the people I mentioned, by the way, none of the people I mentioned, everyone I mentioned, I love them dearly. Okay. And there's a few others I didn't mention, like Patrick and Angry Zach, who, again, they are my radio children. And I wish they were still here, but they're not. I mean, this market is growing. We're going to get to Superman. I'm not doing the teasing thing because I want to talk Superman.
Oh, I know.
This market is growing from where it was when I first got here, going on 29 years ago, to what it is now. And this used to be a way station where you get the old people on their way out or the young people on their way in. And then there's a few mainstays that have been around the building for a while, but everything else is in flux. You'll get like you said, for a season, we'll get some people and then they'll move on to something else. And it's not like that entirely anymore because the Greenville-Spartanburg area is growing so much. Whatever, Dave, I'm one of them Yankees. Even though I've lived here over half my life.
Welcome to Carpetbagger Radio.
Yeah, I still I still got so much city in me. It's hard living in the woods sometimes because I still don't know what that stuff is. And when I see eyes, I'm moving my big butt to my car, and it's hard to get in my smart car fast.
I'm just imagining
because I got new seat covers, and they took away the slickness. I used to be able to slide.
You can't slide. There's way too much traction.
They're cloth.
You just kind of.
And I didn't think about that. They look good though.
They do.
They match the motif in the smart car. They're about as heavy as the smart car because the smart cars are not very heavy. But they are Majin Vegetas. So I got some big old. I just thought about their M's. Not that M though. M for Majin. That's that team up north. Anyway.
Oh,
yeah. Not that
kind.
Not that kind.
I went SpongeBob for a second. I was like, if you take it for the M for mini and switch it to Wombo.
Okay, I don't know what that was. But,
Sorry, I mean it was Patrick talking about Wombo.
Okay.
You know, wombology, the study of Wombo.
Okay, I must have missed that episode. I've seen a bunch of them.
It was one of the classics.
Okay, well I missed that.
It's well
classic.
quoted by various people.
Okay, fine. I'll go home and watch it. I won't, but I'll say I'm going to. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna talk Superman. We really are. You listen to, unless you guys sidetrack me. It's all the action.
Don't do that. I want to talk about Superman.
All the action on the stream and on the text line. Which keep it up because LexCorp notices that stuff. Listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. How's this first hour almost over? I don't know if he added it or I added it. I mean,
I don't mind it.
No, that was added in 2023. It was me.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes.
Well, but Odie's been here for 7
is?
years.
You know what it is?
What?
Is someone only played certain songs. So the stuff's been in there. It just ain't gotten played. I put a lot of hard work into picking the music.
Honestly, half the time I just want to go, welcome to Night City Radio. How are you guys doing tonight?
So I
by the explosions, I'm guessing the city's popping.
I pick a lot of music for a couple different stations, and it's trying to figure out what music matches what show. Because the Rob Brown Show has a different kind of vibe to it. It's like rock and roll and rap.
Sounds about right.
Over here, I try to go alternative and synth pop. You know what? Odie's also into alternative and synth pop, so it works.
I also might be into alternative and synth pop.
Me too. I go outside and go pew pew, and all the things that I don't know what they are. I couldn't shoot at the eyes because if I did, there might be ricochets or something. I can't. Yeah, I
or
got
more ice is
But yeah, it's just like like a Bugs Bunny cartoon or something, or Scooby Doo cartoon where just a couple eyes show up and then a bunch of eyes show up. The hyena sounds are the scariest things.
It's never good to hear just chittering.
I legitimately do get a little bit afraid sometimes going to my car. When you hear something crashing through, it's probably a deer. But there again, it may not be. It could be a bear.
I think
because there are bears around here.
I think one of the funniest moments
And I don't know what I do if I'm confronted by a bear. I don't know what I'll do. I'm not going to go into fetal. I'd forget that.
Yeah, that's the last thing you should do.
Yeah.
I don't know. For some of them, it's
I'm either hitting the car or I'm running up on the porch and just diving through the front window. So I get some glass cuts. At least I'm in the house.
Yeah, but then there's a hole where the
it's all right.
bear could get in.
It's all right. Then my wife will come take care of the bear.
Just imagine mom hitting it with a broom, yelling "yee" the entire time.
Oh no, she got a baseball bat. Your sister got her swing from somewhere.
Fair point.
Been trying to debate whether I should talk on the air about rising wind, because I have a problem with rising wind, and I thought about that when we were at the restaurant. The as you get older, if you're a larger person, rising wind is a problem. I think I may have to talk about this. Cameron's trying to figure out what rising wind is.
I think I know what rising wind
rising
is.
wind, it's not good. Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse, noob free for 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Lonzo and Cameron here for another hour and 10 minutes. Having fun on a Saturday night, not just being in the studio, not just talking about all the stuff that we're talking about, but having fun talking to you on the stream and the text line 800-905-0989. We are also live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and X at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. We will get to Superman. We absolutely will. And I know I do this thing. I'm not doing that on this because I want to talk Superman. Let's see. Texter says, let's get to, you've been around for a long time, Lonzo, since Russ and Lisa. Yes. Actually, I started out doing the Ralph Bristol show. So if you know who that is, that you've really been around for a while. Texter has actually started listening when Lisa was just Russ's untitled sidekick. Me too. I had to listen because it was my job. So
yes.
They fired the guy before me, and I was like covering him on vacation, and then I got a phone call saying, "Hey, this is your job now." Like, oh man, I got to get up early. No, but it worked out good because I did that morning show for 14 years, around 14 years, and during that time, both my children, one of which is sitting across from me right now, I was able to go to nearly like a handful. I missed a handful, but almost all wrestling matches, football games, softball games, volleyball games, basketball games, debate team, all that stuff. I forget what it was called. What was it called?
It was academic team.
Academic team.
Basically, it's just like trivia.
Okay, you're right. But in my mind, it was
basically the debate team.
Yeah, it was.
I gave very firm handshakes after each meet.
Texter says, I like seeing the smart cars painted red and yellow with little Tykes graphics on them. Those are amazing. But you want to get out and push them out of the way so you can, like you would a little Tykes car.
Yeah.
For sure. I had talked about on the during the break on the stream about how I'm from the city, but I love living here except for the animals. And I'm a little scared. David, dude, I'm sorry. David says, come on, guys, get to Superman. Okay. We're going to get to Superman here, and we'll carry it over into the next hour. All right. First of all, I've already talked about how James Gunn trolled everybody, and it was all for the joke for Sean Gunn to say Republicans and Democrats
can all agree on one thing, is that Lex Luthor sucks.
I think that's the whole reason why he did what he did. This movie from start to finish was very inspirational. I'm sorry that Matthew wasn't here because Matthew had a problem with there not being an origin story. I've been talking to some people about this. I think that Superman, like Batman and Spider-Man, there are a couple.
It's the modern story that
everyone knows. The kids are either seeing it on cartoons, or they're reading comic books that they find at Borderlands Comics and Games, or they're playing a video game. So kids from this generation, from what is this generation called?
Gen Z, I think.
No, I think it's Y.
Is it Gen Y now?
Yeah.
You know, I don't really
from
keep
Gen
track
Y,
of this.
Gen Z, Gen X like me to baby boomers. We all know who Superman is.
Yeah.
And if you have a TV, if you have the internet, if you have anything, you grow up knowing who Superman is. And
also, if we judge it by all the shirts and like costumes that we saw in the theater when we watched it, they all knew who Superman was going
right.
into it.
So Matthew had a problem with that, with there not being an origin story. I don't think there needed to be. I think the rule of three was brought up 3 years ago, 300 years ago, all those threes that they started the movie out was perfectly enough. So you know that Superman has been around 3 years. And I've also heard it explained by James Gunn is that this is Earth, but it's not this Earth. I mean, because Smallville, Central City, all those things, they don't exist here.
No,
they don't. It's its own Earth.
It's a more fantastical version of it.
So the fact that superheroes and metahumans have been around so long, they're commonplace. So if you're out and about and you see a super person, you're not like, oh my gosh, you're used to seeing it.
Well, hey, the Flash just went by.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like I mean, for some people on that Earth who hadn't seen him before, they're just like, he is real, or something like that, or I got a glimpse, or I took a picture, as you just said. It is it's normal.
You got a picture of Guy Gardner flipping you off on the way to work.
Yes. The Justice Gang shows up when there's a large blob thing in the sky, and it takes them a really long time to beat it. By the way, one of my favorite things in the movie, I'm going to jump around some,
Yeah.
is Lois and Clark having a scene together.
They're having a heart to heart.
Yeah.
As this do or die battle is going on with like the tyrant son,
which is in the background out the window of the high rise where they live. And
there's one point where Guy Gardner does like a baseball bat, using like a massive baseball bat.
It's amazing.
He's just beating a mess out of the thing.
It's really cool how that's going on in the background. The one problem that I had with the movie was I don't know that Ma and Pa Kent's accent is authentic. And I know it's a weird thing, but I don't know what Kansas people sound like.
It sounded really Southern.
It did. I thought it sounded too.
I thought Kansas like accents.
It was Southern, like a Texas Southern or an Alabama Southern. Yeah. It wasn't like a Kentucky or South Carolina Southern sounding. But I don't know what Kansas to me, Midwest. I thought it would sound like me.
Oh, same.
Yeah. So it's just a little minor nitpick. I mean, if that's the only problem you have with the whole movie, I mean, the thing is, Henry Cavill was my Superman. He's now my dark Superman. This is my light Superman. This is how I felt watching Superman when I was a little kid at the drive-in. The thing that I talked about, what I wanted to see when I went there, I felt that. I left the movie theater remembering what it was like when I was 10, seeing that movie in 1978 when it came out. And how many kids are feeling that right now? I mean, there's nothing wrong with feeling that way. That's why you go to a movie. And the fact that Superman can't blow up planets or do anything like that, as I mentioned, for a couple weeks now, if you ever watched the Justice League cartoon, Superman got his butt whipped every single episode that he was in. He has been one of my favorite superheroes forever. And it's always, people think you can't like Superman and like Batman at the same time. You absolutely can. And I've always said that people don't like Superman because they see something they are not. When they look at Batman, they see more things in Batman than they do in Superman. But Superman has never been a guilt trip. Superman is something to aspire to be. And that's what's
good to have.
And that's what James Gunn did with this Superman.
Also,
something to aspire to be.
Something I'd like to point out is half the time Superman's getting his butt kicked, it's because he's holding back.
Right.
Because he can take the hits. It's doing nothing to him.
Supposedly people are upset that he saved a squirrel. But that's the thing. He wants to save everything that's alive. He doesn't want anything to die. And we'll talk about this when we come back in the next hour.
How many of you swerved to not hit a squirrel?
It's because blood and you don't want that stuff on your car.
It is messy, but still.
Especially the fur in your fender. Yeah, you don't want any of that. When we get back, there's a big question from this movie, and that was the rest of the message from Superman's parents, was that made up by the engineer? James Gunn has addressed that, and we'll tell you what he said when we come back. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. So we got the part of it, David. We're going to get to the rest when we come back in the first segment. I promise. Feel free to jump in because I'm jumping around. It's because I'm remembering my favorite parts first.
I got you. Well, one of the things I'm going to be talking about. So,
good evening, Brian.
Hello.
I should have talked it up to the post, but I'm tired.
Just really putting your all right there.
Yeah, I feel especially goofy.
That's a good thing.
Plus, I don't get to talk that much during the week.
Well, that's good to know, information collector. The particular information that you've collected.
Yeah, I mean, you probably want to avoid that. And maybe drive the other way, or is it, yeah. Oh, that's cool, Brian. Hey, listen, this is life. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, I'm having fun. This is not faux fun. It is
Also,
for
I mean,
fun. It is for fun, but it's not faux fun. Okay, so it's for fun, but it's not faux fun.
It could be faux fun.
It's not faux fun. It's faux fun. There's a difference between being
about
faux fun and not being faux fun. And it's faux fun, but not faux fun.
It's not faux fun.
That's a phone number.
I was say information collector. I just imagine you're taking notes at all times, given your name.
Yeah, I mean,
as
it
the
goes
information
without,
collector.
I mean, come on.
Who wants to memorize things? That's why you keep notes.
I wish more people around me took notes, and I wouldn't have to remind them of what they were supposed to.
There's a famous Albert Einstein quote. I gotta look it up just so I can remember.
If you took notes, you wouldn't have to look it up.
Yeah, but I have access to it.
No, Chip. If you mean Chip and Dale, they're chipmunks. They're not squirrels. Could be Slappy Squirrel from Animaniacs.
Never memorize anything you can look up, which was an Albert Einstein quote.
Yeah, but he's really smart. So I mean, you know,
he's probably smart and he kept pretty good notes more than likely. When you have a lot of stuff
kept them in his hair. Like, there we go. Well, they didn't have the internet back then.
Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers.
Yeah, that'll do it, I guess. I remember the one time in my life when I had no TV, I wrote a book. I actually wrote a couple books when I had no TV. Got to do something with my imagination if I don't have nightmares. Like last night. Tonight, I'm good. Tonight, I can sleep through the whole night and sleep in, something I don't normally get to do. Because I'm letting some stuff out.
Is that a big wind?
No.
A rising wind?
No, we still might talk about rising wind. I don't know.
I'm kind of scared. I don't know why I brought it back up.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I could give you an example of it right now, but I'm not going to.
I feel like I'm feeling the rising wind. Honestly.
No. Let's not do that. Even though it's just me and you.
I just got to make sure the wind won't rise for another hour.
It's a 2-night thing. There will be a lot of people watching SummerSlam, absolutely. Even though there's not going to be Seth Rollins anymore because he's hurt. It's one thing about wrestling.
Supposedly.
Oh no, he really is hurt. His knee's messed up. So with storylines, we've seen it happen with Seth now, and we'll see what they do with it, and what they did with why am I forgetting her name? Who's the blonde with Dom?
Liv Morgan?
Liv Morgan. It's just I'm fading. Yeah. You know, Liv was a part of like 4 different storylines when she got hurt. So they have to pivot and the writers have to get on it and change what they're doing. Here's the thing, information collector. I said when 40 comes around, I'm going to get these books done and I'm going to get them out there because it's a trilogy. And I still have in my mind more stuff. Yeah, that sucks, Chris. I saw Bagwell had to have his leg amputated. That's horrible. But at least he's still alive. I wrote the books like when I was 20. All my friends went off to the military. I was working at a Kroger's. And my TV broke. And working at Kroger's, couldn't afford to get a new TV. TVs weren't as cheap as they are now.
How much does it cost to do Kindle publishing? Information collector? Also, yeah, I saw that too, Chris. That sucks for him.
If I did publish them, Information Collector, they could go right into the I can read section.
Such a mean thing to say about
See,
your stuff.
Lonzo run. Lonzo can't run. Lonzo need knee replacement. I don't mean I want anybody to run up on me thinking they're going to roll me because, once you reach a certain age, every fight's do and die.
Here's the thing. Running's not an option.
Yeah, so if there's anything I can use as a weapon, I will. And will not feel bad about it.
You fight sturdy.
I don't call it fighting dirty. That's just fighting. I mean,
that's Columbus
yeah,
street fighting right there.
That's just fighting. Welcome into hour number 2 of the Upstate Pulse, formerly known as the Third Hour Nerd Hour. I will forever lament how amazing the best writing I've done my entire life. I've written books, which we were talking about on stream, which I haven't published. I have written many things that you guys have heard on the air and didn't know that I wrote them. But the Third Hour Nerd Hour is still the favorite thing that I ever wrote.
It's so simple. It's so elegant.
It was so great when there actually was a third hour. But, we can pretend like this is the third hour, although it's hour number 2. If you want to be a part of the show, and if you don't understand that, you should download the Odyssey app. It's free. And you can go back and listen to earlier shows of the Upstate Pulse where we talked about that and maybe find out why I say that. You will not find the Third Hour Nerd Hour on Odyssey app because the Odyssey app didn't exist when we first started because that was 11 years ago. So there's that. But I don't know how far back it goes. I have to check that. I won't, but I'll act like I was going to.
You can think about it.
Yes, but you can download that for free. And let's say you're going to Zimbabwe for something. Maybe you're catching a flight with Odie to Dubai, and you want to listen to this show. Well, you absolutely can with the Odyssey app, and you can download the show and listen to it free. You can also get us like right now on the stream at Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X, 98.9 WRD, or the Upstate Pulse, and on the text line, 800-905-0989. We were talking Superman, and we were talking spoilers, and we're going to continue doing that because someone was yelling at me earlier. Who was yelling at me? That was
Hollister.
It was David. Yeah, David was yelling at me, and when David starts yelling, you don't really want any of that. So we're gonna get back to Superman.
I want to talk about Mr. Terrific.
Okay,
because Mr. Terrific was the MVP for me. I loved him in this movie.
He was straight man.
He was,
yeah,
but he was craziness going on.
He's cool straight man.
He was losing it a little bit in some spots.
Yeah, it was
especially when Crypto kept eating his T-spheres.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Do you know how much these cost?
By the way, Crypto is such a big part of the movie, and you find out, which it had already been spoiled for me somehow, that Crypto was not Superman's dog. That he's actually Supergirl's dog.
He was just dog sitting.
Yeah, he was just dog
sitting for his cousin.
But he cared so much about that dog when he says he's all alone. When Lex dog napped him, which was messed up. It was.
Of all of the evil, petty.
And that's the other thing about Lex Luthor. He is so unafraid in the midst of what people consider, a god in Superman, and just holding his cup up. Stupid dog with the cape. And
stupid dog with a little cape.
Yeah. Yeah. He's so unafraid. We questioned and guessed who the guy in the Baravia suit was, who the guy in the Ultraman suit was, and it was the same guy.
Yeah.
And it was a clone of Kal-El. And here's the thing. As soon as he pulled off the mask, the Ultraman mask, I swear it just gave me Smallville flashbacks. It did so much. And that's not a bad thing because I love Smallville.
Smallville's a classic for a
Yes, one of my favorite shows of all time, and one that a lot of kids grew up, that was their first look at Superman.
Including David Cornsweet and Nicholas Hoult.
Yes.
Who respectively loved that show.
Yeah, and Information Collector says they should never kidnap his dog. See, here's the thing.
Never kidnap the dog.
Here's the thing. If John Wick was nice, that's Superman. They kidnapped the dog. A bunch of people didn't die to get the dog back. He got the dog back.
Also, what's funny is like he took like the elevator up. Think about it, because he came through like one of the doors. He didn't like come through the window.
That's true.
Including he scared the crap out of that out of the TV guy. I love that bit too.
So yeah, Mr. Terrific was good. Guy Gardner was exactly what we thought he would be.
Yes, I loved him coming to save the Jumportians.
Yeah, I believe Jumportians. We'll go with that. Yes.
There was a J in there.
Yeah, and how he just does everything with arrogance. He's such snot.
And
you want to go?
single
You want to go?
It's like, guy, calm down.
That's the other thing. You wouldn't see people doing that with the last Superman we had.
No.
You would not see that. Does that make this Superman weak? No, it absolutely does not. It makes him what they were trying to do, him show his humanity. Now, before we went to break, I teased what James Gunn said about Kal-El's parents, and in the movie, the message was corrupted, and the engineer was able to fix the corruption, and it basically said he should go have a harem and like rule the planet.
Yes, hashtag secret harem was a thing in the movie.
Yes, hashtag secret harem. And it changed his perspective in the fact that Superman realized that he had a mom and a dad, and it was his adoptive mom and dad. And that happens a lot of play, kids get adopted all the time, and that is their mom and dad. That's the mom and dad that raised him right. And you got to see how simple they were simple. They led a simple life.
Yes.
And when he's been poisoned by the kryptonite and he's taken back to their house, you get to see how just the dad sitting on the porch and he's just talking about everything that's going on, which if you talk to your mom and dad, my mom could be watching right now.
They're talking about a Mexican restaurant they went to.
Yeah. They're talking
mention that to them just offhand,
yeah.
Which is like what you do if you meet up with your parents, like after like not seeing them for a bit.
And then his dad just giving him such an amazing talk, and his
mush,
and his mom going to get his boots. Yeah, it just was really, really good. I am interested to know though, do they know Kara?
That is a good question. I'd imagine that.
Yeah, I just now thought of that because they know Kara. They've probably been trying to help her, but she's just such a mess that they can't.
Yeah.
So cameos in this movie. John Cena shows up as Peacemaker. Also, James Gunn said that Peacemaker 2 happens right after this happens in Superman. And a lot of stuff that goes on in Peacemaker 2 are connected to Superman. So that's going to be interesting. We already know that Guy Gardner is going to show up in Peacemaker 2.
Yep.
We already know that Hawk Girl is going to be there.
Maxwell Lord's in there too.
Yeah, I don't know if Mr. Terrific was in there. Was he?
Mr. Terrific was not.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he won't be, but we didn't see him in the trailer for
if he was, I'd just love to see Peacemaker get hacked up by T-Sphere.
I am also upset that Matthew is not here because I wanted to make this great point about Jimmy Olsen and how Matthew and Jimmy Olsen have something in common. They don't like bad feet. And it's been a common occurrence on this show for a couple of weeks talking about feet.
Stop keeping this as a thing.
No, I can't help it.
No, I hate that you can do this and it makes sense.
It's connectivity. It's for
also,
sure.
You know what's really weird? Like
she had club toes. He didn't like them. He didn't like her toes.
You gotta get
People
over.
have been dropped for worse things or for lesser
imperfections.
Things.
Why are you so upset about?
Have you seen
shit?
club toes before?
I don't know. Maybe
you shouldn't because you shouldn't be looking at people's feet.
I typically look at their eyes.
Okay, there you go.
As I'm staring into their soul.
So the fact that Jimmy was a player, and I think player. There's a difference.
Yeah. You're a player in a video game. You're a player in the game. If
you do what you do, and those girls were looking at him because they want them some Jimmy, and so did a lot of other people.
The other thing too is like, was he clueless to it, or was he like?
Oh no! I watched the scene again today, and I watched David Cornsweet and James Gunn watching the scene.
Yes,
and they were talking about how he knows he's that, James Gunn just said he's just so over it. So he's so good with the ladies, and the ladies just fall all over him, and he's just over it. He's just like, yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, that's not a bad place to be.
It's not.
I don't know that any of us, including all of you listening and watching, have been that guy or that girl. Maybe you have. I don't know. But I love Jimmy, and I love who the real hero of the show was.
It was Eve.
It was Eve. Taking all her selfies.
Miss Tessmacher.
But also taking pictures of everything that was important, and they were able to piece stuff together. The pocket universe thing was wild. The black hole, definitely wild.
Also the monkeys.
Yeah, the monkeys.
It's just like
the monkeys were great. Now listen, there are no monkeys watching this show right now, as far as we know.
The other thing,
but that's absolutely, the trolls are out there, and they might as well be monkeys.
Hashtag secret harem.
Yes.
The other thing with this too is like it exemplifies like how dangerous and how absolutely insane Lex Luthor is. In that case of like that entire setup with like the entire
dangerous, insane, but a genius, and able to take drones and basically turn it into a video game, which is what he did.
Yes,
with the drones, with a video, he made it a video game. How to beat Superman.
Also, I think,
and it almost worked.
The thing that like made
he hadn't killed that dude.
Yes,
that was the catalyst.
That's what I was gonna say. The most irredeemable thing was just finding a random guy who likes Superman and just killing him in front of Superman.
And killing him in front of Metamorpho.
Yes. Because that's the one thing is like his major hiccup was underestimating the humanity of Metamorpho as well.
All right. Chris says, I really want Justice League. I watched something again today that James Gunn said that Superman will be involved in the next movie. It's not a Superman movie, but Superman will be heavily involved. And then the guy who was interviewing him, I think Josh Horowitz, asked him, is it World's Finest? And he's like, no. Maybe it will be Justice League. I don't know. And it'll be down the road because it wouldn't shock me if he shows up in Peacemaker also.
Yeah. Also about the Batman thing, they brought up Alan Richardson as like,
and he says he likes him, but
the thing is like,
it's probably going to be someone we've never heard of before.
Again, I'd still be good with Jensen Ackles doing it.
Jensen Ackles is too old.
Well, the question
he doesn't look that old, but it's going to catch him eventually. All right, we need to take a break. And when we come back, we may talk some more Superman if you guys want. But I've got like 20 other things that we're going to do. We'll come back with Oops. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. Yeah, I put this in 2023 too. Oh, no. You wouldn't even be playing the music I put in. No, I'm listening to stuff going, man, that jams. Where'd that come? Oh, been in there 2 years.
You're welcome, E.
Hey, look, it's Dom. Look, it's Dom.
By the way, Chris, I think that might even be a possibility. Because I think some other people have mentioned that too. And James Gunn has talked about, like, when he had to sit down with Henry Cavill, he talked about having him in, like, other roles.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
It would be awesome.
He's the right age.
He is.
It would work too. What a swerve that would be. I don't believe it's going to happen.
But do you think he can pull off Batman?
Henry Cavill can do anything.
Yeah, that's a good point. All hail the king of the nerds.
I'm not being a smart aleck. He can do
anything. All
anything.
hail the king of the nerds.
He's already played every major part there is.
Yes.
I mean, he's been girl. He's doing Warhammer right now. He's also going to be a Highlander. I mean,
Are we going to cover more of that interview later? Because I don't want to talk more about it if we're going to do an actual segment on it.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on.
You're the one running. You're the one behind the wheel here.
I am behind the daggum wheel.
You are the captain of this ship.
Too long ago, too far apart. Couldn't wait another day for
Hopefully
the captain of a heart.
Pole to pole.
Wow. Now you got me. I never thought of that before, Chris, and now I'm wishing it so much.
It's been mentioned.
Has it? I had never seen that. So
Well, just
would he bulk up or just be what he is now? What do you mean not getting work, Brian? Did I get work done? I always get work done. I am very efficient.
He does like efficiency.
I'm not joking. I am extremely efficient. I'm very ordered.
You
couldn't tell from this show, but I'm very ordered and very efficient.
He is upset when things aren't efficient. By the way, I think one of my buddies I play a game with has a very similar disposition to you, because sometimes he just goes, "Well, that was suboptimal," which I always find it's funny. Usually it's like someone dies or something like that. It's just like, that's suboptimal. Yes, it is. We should probably get him back up.
See, one thing I have to do on my day job is contain this. Do you know how hard that is? I mean, it is very hard. And I can easily derail, but it gets people in trouble. So never me for some reason. I don't know why.
It's just expected out of you.
Yeah,
Hey, a fish is going to swim.
Maybe. See, I'm tiring myself out. I'm not going to be able to game tonight. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you need to play more Cyberpunk so we can talk more about it.
Listen, the craziness that is me, Rob could be exactly the same, and he is. But he's not supposed to be.
He's not allowed.
All right. We'll try to get back to more Superman later. We really will. But my, 75 hours of show prep, I have to do some other stuff just to justify.
You need to honor the work you've done.
No, listen, I can't pass up what is one of the biggest stories.
A unifying clarion call across the internet.
Yeah, in the world that everyone has been talking about. And I can't. Whoa, what is that?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's Coldplay. Everybody duck and cover. It's Coldplay. No. Yeah, this video is going to
Oh, you adulterant.
This video is going to
philandering.
If I leave this on for too long.
Pieces of garbage. Better duck. Coldplay's playing.
So, Coldplay concert. That's enough Coldplay because,
we don't want to get flagged.
Well, it's probably already flagged. It's worth it, though. I'm not the only one who's done this. So, I just want to say the internet sucks most of the time.
Yes.
But sometimes it's great.
Yes.
Sometimes it is great. Hey, you get caught cheating,
They deserve to get pulled through the mud like they have.
So the IT company CEO captured in a widely circulated video showing him embracing an employee at Coldplay concert has resigned. So Coldplay does a kiss cam like they do at baseball games and stuff, where they show a couple and a couple is supposed to kiss. And I never understood exactly why that's a big deal.
I don't know why either.
I think it's voyeurism. I think, oh, look, let's let everybody watch the PDA. So I seriously, I don't understand why
the fact that you just said voyeurism.
Yeah, but why is it a big deal? And why does someone put a camera on me mean I got to do what you tell me?
Why you put me on the spot here?
Why? So you want me, which I really don't have a problem with it. But I mean, if my wife's there, I'm going to kiss my wife if I decide I want to. You don't tell me that I have to do what you say. I'm not your monkey.
That's
all I'm saying. I'm not.
It's because you're punk rock.
Exactly. Just like Superman.
Yeah.
No, seriously. I never really thought about that till just now. It bothers me. Kiss cam bothers me. It does. Because
This is such a Curb Your Enthusiasm thing.
No. This is another case of the man trying to direct you to do what the man wants you to do. And the man is the guy with the spotlight or with the camera going, look, I'm going to make them do what I want them to do. I'm going to make them kiss. People don't like PDA. Do you know someone who, do you like PDA? If you're out with a couple friends and they're just kissing all over it's like, dude, get a room.
Everyone, like the initial reaction is just to look away because you're intruding on a private moment.
And they're trying to make again, they're trying to make it public. And I don't like
it. In this case, Coldplay just helped out a woman and a man who are getting cheated on.
That is true. That's very true. So a CEO of a company named Astronomer was caught with his HR director. So, you couldn't report it to the HR director because she was the HR director.
I don't think she's dealing with human resources correctly.
Yeah, well, I don't know. That's how they do HR at that company, apparently. I don't know.
They have very intimate company gatherings.
So so the internet wins again. So many pictures of someone holding someone and then scrambling and videos. I think some of them are really good.
My favorite one is Long John Silver's Tim Curry holding Miss Piggy.
That's so wrong.
It's my favorite
really
because Tim Curry said like the lost love of his life was Miss Piggy. He did a whole bit about it. It was hilarious.
I love Tim Curry. He's awesome.
He is.
So again, this show is therapeutic sometimes because you find out there are things that bother you that you didn't really know bothered you until you
I don't like the kiss cam because of all the voyeurism.
You voice them. It's sick when you think about it. It really is. It is sick. It's akin to prostitution.
I don't know about
it that. Is akin to prostitution.
Here's the thing,
because
I think this goes hand in hand with your thoughts on dancing.
We all know that dancing leads to fornication. Listen,
look, it might not always.
They call it.
It's a possible.
They call it the horizontal something, and I'm not gonna listen. That's the whole thing. No, Chris, we don't need hand hug cams because some people wouldn't get that. So anyway, it's a good thing Odu isn't here because he'd be under the.
He would have exploded at some point. We'd have to prop him up.
His face. I've tried to get his face a certain kind of red. This would be it. This would. I would succeed. And
you'd scan.
It would be like scanners. Absolutely, it would be like scanners. So is anyone out there? Text line 800-905-0989. Live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. Tell me why it's not voyeurism.
For voyeurism, and
tell me how it's not that, and why it's okay when normally you don't like all the PDA. It's okay if it's on camera. Just like I have a problem with the chugging the beer thing. If you want to chug the beer, that's fine. But apparently you do it on cue. Apparently that's what you do. So someone puts a spotlight on me. Me have drink beer now. Okay, I think
it just gives them an excuse to do it. Not like they needed one.
They were going to do it anyway, but they were going to do it responsibly because that's what people do in the stadium.
It's like a weird form of celebration and like communion or like
it's not celebration. It's not celebration. It is. It's. I don't know. Forced. I don't know the word, but you're being forced to do something that maybe you wouldn't normally do. Because when you're in a stadium watching a game, you probably, if you're sitting there and you're watching your Clemson Tigers play or your South Carolina Gamecocks or whoever you're rooting for, and you're watching that, you're not going to immediately go, you know what? I need to kiss my wife. Your wife's there to watch the game too.
Yeah. How many of you guys are like making out as things are going on
listen,
and you're watching things?
Baseball games can be pretty boring. So you got to find stuff to do in between. So maybe I get it at a baseball game. At a Coldplay concert,
I gotta read that one out.
All right. Information collector says it depends on who's dancing. There are people whose dancing drops the birth rate.
Don't you call me out like that, information collector.
So now you're saying
I've been dancing for thousands of years.
That's the reason why America's birth rate has gone down, is because All the fat people dancing. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here, and ugly people too. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of fat people dancing.
I feel like that was a trap. I dancing. I was gonna say, are you gonna say the Upstate Pulse, the voice of voyeurism?
No, no, I'm anti that. Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not.
We are the town from Footloose.
Oh no, you can dance if you want to.
You can leave your friends behind.
And why do you got to leave your friends behind? Because your friends don't dance.
And if they don't dance,
because they know that dancing leads to fornication, and all your friends are single. That's why they don't dance, because you can't. They no partner. What am I doing?
That is a great question. I've been asking that all night.
Change the color on that. I don't like that.
Whew. Exactly, Braden. You don't do that while you're there to watch something. You're not there to do other stuff.
You're there to be told what to do by the man. And the man says, "Kiss now," because I said so.
Go no, and then she slaps you.
Right, because you're obligated. I mean,
for some reason,
they put you on the spot.
They told you to kiss me, so why didn't you?
Is it Saturday?
Yeah, I do believe it is.
Got a clogged drain in your battery. Just want to show you guys how much
it takes up more than half the page. It never takes up more than half the page.
just period. I mean, it's all right. We'll squeeze some stuff in.
We're just gonna write in voyeurism just under the oops.
Yeah, when I put it in the description on the podcast, I'm just gonna put voyeurism on there. I'm not to look it up because I don't know how to spell voyeurism, but autocorrect to help me.
I could also assist you.
By the way, only those who have played sports or have been on stage with a band or a play understand what's going to happen to me at 9:00.
I do believe the
where I'm going to crash big time.
It's going to be a very silent car ride back.
Oh, that's all right, because we'll be listening to our guy.
Oh, God, no!
Yeah, we'll be listening to Clyde Lewis.
I don't want to know!
Hopefully Clyde Lewis gets really weird tonight.
I don't want to hear about demons and AI.
Yeah, there are sometimes Clyde Lewis talking about something while you're riding through the woods, and you're like, yeah, I think I just saw that thing he was talking about.
Change it to the bop. I don't want this anymore.
Nope. It's best production in all radio.
I don't like the fact that you're getting an idea from any of this. From which part, information collector?
Apparently,
hopefully not the voyeurism part.
It has to do with voyeurism and rising wind, which I still haven't got to.
I don't want to know what rising wind is. I've been scared this entire time.
And then I look to my right, and there's Tom Brady. Ugh, why? Although he's been seen with Sofia Vergara. Good for him.
No.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. It is Nerd Roundtable time, which means we are going to get nerdier than we already are. It's not happening, especially tonight. probably the silliest I've been in a while. And I don't know why, because it wasn't there before the show started.
Yeah, it just,
it
kicked in.
As soon as that on-air light happened, it's like, okay, let's do this thing.
It's go time, evidently.
Yeah, it is. Just like if someone, puts you on camera and you have to kiss cam, got to do it because they said to do it. Voyeurism. All right. Let's throw in some video games inside the Roundtable, also known as Roundtable. Before we get there, though, we picked WWE Evolution for Nerfwall last week. And I'm not going to do that thing where I will tell you the guy who lost is not here.
Yes!
And he's not at a gathering.
Yes! Good. So
here we go. Here are the results of the Nerf wall. Hopefully, my Nerf guns, they need to.
It's been dusty. I need to clean mine off.
Chris, you think my blood sugar's high or low? maybe my Chinese food had some extra sugar in it. I don't think so. And I'm drinking diet soda.
You ate all that happy chicken.
I do. It was happy chicken for sure. All right, here are the results. I went 4-2 with my picks. If we would have also picked the Battle Royal, we would have been right because Stephanie Vicor won, by the way. There are too many participants who didn't know
I completely
all the
understand.
things, and it's hard to pick that. Cameron went 3-3.
Nice 500.
Yeah, it's not last though. So I mean that's the thing. Matthew 4-2 also.
Oh no.
So Matthew tied with me. Odie went a big old 2-4. And part of it is he just went Irish in a lot of places, and that's that.
He chose with his heart. He shouldn't have.
That got him. It
Never listen to your heart. Always listen to your head.
No, you should listen to your heart because it's an amazing song.
You will see.
Yes.
What you mean to me.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. All right, let me get that out of there. This is a stat that I've checked a couple places, but it looks like everybody just wrote what someone else wrote. So I don't know if it's real or not, but it's, that thing where someone says something and other people report it as, well, I saw a source, even though they don't vet the source and don't know the source, but I'm going to say this anyway, because it sounds cool. And I kind of believe it. Gamers have collectively spent over 25 billion hours playing Call of Duty.
All right.
This translates to roughly 2.85 million years, exceeding the entire span of recorded human history, according to some sources. This milestone highlights the game's massive popularity and its significant impact on entertainment and culture. I believe it. Do you believe it?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
I mean, the
numbers, it's not like we have like a credible source there. It's like
this is when we need that guy in the room that goes, "Come on." And then they spend a lot of time researching to prove that it's not true. And then we run out of time. One of those things. There is going to be, why am I saying so much? Oh my gosh. It's like, it's so unprofessional.
Don't you,
Yeah. Ubisoft is reportedly working on a new first-person shooter installment in the Ghost Recon series. Some people are upset about this. Because it's not third person, it's first person.
Yeah, because the last two they've done has been the third person.
Do you have a problem with that?
Not really.
I don't either. I mean, some of the most fun we've had playing together.
We still need to beat that one and then the next one.
I'm willing to jump back on, but I won't be able to talk, and that takes until I get another headset.
You need to get a headset.
Yeah, I know. Well, we could probably rig something with a mic or something. I mean,
probably.
I'm tech savvy. I know engineers too. So, I mean,
we just got to make sure it's.
Or I could just go out and buy a headset that works with my pro controller that you bought me. It won't.
Was that for Father's Day or was that for?
It was for Christmas. So if you plug it in, it just doesn't work. Because I think I don't know. And maybe I was doing. Here's what I didn't want to jam it in. Because it went in part way, but I didn't want to jam it in because
sometimes you got
no. Because it may break something off inside of the 1/8-inch.
Well, that's a risk you got to
jack
take.
Receptacle. I don't know
what was that.
I don't know what the hole's called. Okay. Anyway, I don't have a problem because I play so much first person stuff now. Third person is kind of annoying.
It depends. It depends on how much you can see.
I mean, yeah, my character creation, it looks really good, but I don't know that I need to see me all the time because First person is more immersive.
Well, it is, but that also, like, you get to see more of the results of your character creator.
I can do that in cutscenes.
Because speaking more about Ghost Recon, I love seeing Pappy like with the big cowboy hat.
Yeah, but we get to see it. So, I mean, why do you
You're
need
welcome.
to see it? Yeah, I mean, there's that. If you're playing with other people, they get to see it. I don't have a problem with it. Netflix has greenlit, we talked about this before, but now it is greenlit, Assassin's Creed live action series. Are you looking forward to Assassin's Creed on Netflix?
I'm optimistic.
See, I mean, I'm picturing it being like Highlander, where they jump from time periods and things like that. Especially the Highlander TV series did that a bunch. And I think there's Outlander or something like that the ladies like, that does the same thing with time skips and stuff.
I feel like that also goes back to a previous topic, but that was your cue to say something else.
No, you made it sound like you were going to continue talking.
No, I was doing the underneath thing that you do sometimes.
Yeah, I was waiting for you.
That was your cue to move on.
Well, thank you for telling me what to do. Kiss Cam.
I learned it from you.
Yeah, okay, fine.
That is my nickname.
All right.
It's a very ironic.
It should be. All right. Stranger Things trailer for the final season is out. I love the trailer. I don't know what that is in that wall of goo. I think it's Max, but I could be wrong.
Oh.
Or it could be Vecna waiting to be reborn, because we know he does come back and says, "I found you." And
not what you ever want to hear.
And I'm loving the fact that some of my boys are working at a radio station.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, they're working at a radio station. The question is, what's the format? I don't know what the format is.
Are they working there or are they using it? Is the question.
They're wearing like radio. One of them, I think Steve's working there. I think Steve's a DJ. And Steve better not die. That's all I'm saying. Steve.
Who would you be fine with dying?
Jonathan. Yeah, I don't have a problem with Jonathan dying. And I don't, if Will dies, it will work in the story. But Jonathan, Steve needs to get back with Nancy. Here's the thing. I think the redemption story of Steve, such a punk in the first season to being the guy.
Yep.
And watching this is like watching my teenage years, because it's all set when I was a teenager, including going to the mall and all that kind of stuff. I was kind of glad Bob got 8, and he was a good meal for somebody. Back in, what was that, season 3 when Bob got 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this show. We have some theories.
Actually, no, Bob got 8 in season 2.
Did he? Okay. Well, anyway, it was a good meal for the demo dogs.
That's so mean.
Yeah. Well,
why would you say that about Samwise Gamgee?
Because from one fat guy to another, eating's good. Oh. Anyway, eating was good in the neighborhood that day. So what are your expectations for this after watching it? And we still got a few months before it comes out.
Season 4 was so good. Like with the whole build up of Vecna and everything. I hope they just build off of that. I don't think everybody makes it though.
Yeah, 11 probably dies too. I mean, or she has to go to the other side and stay there in order for him to, I don't know. I mean, there's all speculation. We don't know what's going to happen.
There's so many different ways it could end.
Again, who do you want to live?
I hope they all live.
All right.
But
so it's a series. Some people are going to die.
Yes.
Who do you want to live?
I hope Steve lives. I think out of everyone
Steve and his best bro.
Yes.
There we go. That's
Why am I forgetting her name?
Not her.
Oh.
I'm talking about one of the other kids.
Oh yeah, Dustin.
Yeah, Steve and Dustin.
I'm being dumb.
Steve and Dustin. I don't care about anybody else.
Dustin. I mean, I hope you.
If Hopper goes, he goes. Thought he was dead once.
I hope none of the kids die.
Will's done, and Will is done, and so is Jonathan, and probably 11.
Oh, don't say that.
But also, it looks like the theory that someone's mom is actually the Creole daughter, because if you look at the trailer, they kidnapped her daughter and dress her like what his sister looked like.
Oh
yeah, so I do
I
believe.
completely forgot about that.
I do
too.
believe that theory is true. That
Because the other thing is like his parents died. His little sister didn't.
right. And I'm in talks right now with Tara Servatius's people about getting her back on to talk Stranger Things like she did when it first came out a long time ago.
Talk about a throwback.
But she wants to she wants to watch it with her kids first. I'm like, that's fine. We can watch afterwards. That way we can spoil. I don't have a problem with that. So chances are she won't be on live because this is a scary place after dark on Saturday. But
the Upstate Pulse after dark.
No, but we probably will record those segments because we're on the same shifts. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's stick with trailers and the Johnny Cage trailer. All right, so they did a separate trailer for Johnny Cage and his B action movies.
Is that newable?
I believe it is. So what did you think of the Johnny Cage trailer?
I loved it. I loved this.
It was up. It was up like a quarter of an inch.
Oh,
and still, you heard it. I heard it. They heard it.
Sometimes it's all that matters.
You know, I probably bumped it with my hand, and that's just bad. That's bad radio. So let me just go ahead and do a thing.
Oh, what a noob. Total noob. Classic noob.
Okay, there we go. I got my noob out of the way. Hopefully I won't have another one. Let's turn that off this time. That way it won't do that. Even though I had it faded down. Johnny Cage trailer is awesome. Also, the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer came out, and you forget what the characters look like and everything because it's been so long since the first one.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to it.
I'll say, like, the costumes and stuff look really good. Baraka looks really good.
They missed out on the Miz being Johnny Cage, though.
Yeah. Although, like, I was talking to some of my buddies, and all of them were down for Carl Urban to be.
But Carl Urban he's like in everything, and he just
but I'm not upset about it. He's good in everything.
All right, the new Tron trailer is also out. What did you think about that?
I did not watch that.
Okay, it's pretty. I don't know, because of who stars in it. I'm not sure that a lot of people are going to be happy about it. But
because of Jared Leto?
Yeah, Jared Leto. Yeah,
He's the bad guy.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know for sure if he's a bad guy. I think he might be the bad guy, but I'm not positive.
He's in the red suit. He's a bad guy.
Yeah, but a red suit could be redeemed, maybe. I don't know.
And a red suit become blue?
Chris wants to know if the Miz is still around. Yeah, he's still around. The Miz is eternal. All right, when we come back, we'll hit the lightning round.
Much like me.
You'll listen to the Upstate Pulse. You're going to listen until we're done. I hope so. Right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. What's he complaining about?
I'm not.
How I roll. Thank you for being here. Because it might have been sillier if I was by myself.
Honestly, I feel like maybe it would have been better if I wasn't.
Oh no!
just to hear you lose your mind in a small box.
By the way, you know, and I know, I'm not losing my mind. I'm just acting normal.
Yeah, you are.
For me, this is me to the degree where people have to shut me away. Not in a white room or anything. Just like go play a game or something, will you?
What color are were the curtains in the white room?
What?
Never mind. I'm thinking of a song.
So about the white room with black curtains.
Yes, by the station.
Yeah, but that's not talking about that kind of room. I don't think.
Is it not?
No.
Okay.
There's no curtains in the white room. It's just all padding.
Ah, yeah. It always makes me think of the old wrestling room because it just looked like an insane asylum, like padded room. It might as well have been. I do agree with you, information collector. That's the other thing too, is like because it's Carl Urban, and Carl Urban has like been a part of like movies and stuff since I was a kid. I've always enjoyed him in everything. The only thing I would have like detracted from his casting is just his age. But I mean, if it's an older Johnny Cage, then
yeah, it's an older one, and that's what.
If he's the washed up actor one, then yeah, absolutely.
Well, when you watch the trailer, he's he's selling merch out of the back of his car from his old movies.
Yes.
So yeah.
Also, I'm just half expecting, boy, Huey.
Yeah, it's just the butcher with a American accent. Do math. Do the math. Math now.
Is the mathing?
I am mathing now. 51, 52, 53 and change. Yeah. I did it all right.
Also, thank you all for being here tonight. And
hey, you don't do that. You're guests. You don't get to thank them.
why can't I be thankful for them?
Okay. All right.
I'm showing my love to the people.
I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He's just his smile is sarcastic. And that's, I wish I had that. When he smiles, he's sarcastic and evil. I mean, you just know something bad has happened. Even in Supernatural, I mean, not necessarily evil, but if he smiles, it's scary.
It is. But, I mean, there are people like that. The other thing is, like, nothing bad behind it. Just some people have some villainous looks. I've been told I have a very villainous laugh.
Are you evil?
Vincent Price being one of them.
Don't you dare disparage Vincent Price.
No, I'm saying seems villainous. Wasn't a bad guy, from what I understand.
He does not seem villainous. You've just watched a depiction on Saturday Night
I
Live.
just think of
You've
Bill
never even
Hader.
actually seen a Vincent Price movie,
Liberace?
which is my fault. So, I mean, if you watch any Vincent Price movie, you should watch The Raven.
I did see some interviews and stuff with him, and he was just dude was hilarious. Very clever and dry-witted.
The Raven, him and Peter Lorre. And, oh, man. Who's the guy who also played Frankenstein? Why can't I think of his name, but he was in it too. Like the original Frankenstein. It wasn't Lon Chaney or Lon Chaney Jr. It was Boris Karloff. Yeah.
That sounds right.
It was right.
Okay. But it also sounds right. Let's imagine you look at a different camera when you say that.
Oh yeah, it's when I wrote it, this is like it was
exactly
this fourth wall.
Yeah,
for sure.
Lightning can only strike twice so many times.
All right, believe it or not, and it is hard to believe.
We're walking on air?
No. Oh, you want to talk about Rising Wind?
No!
Okay.
No!
All right. Well, I'm not going to get, if I run out of stuff.
I hit the trap card.
If I run out of stuff, Rising Wind definitely could get some play. What are you doing? Lots of moon. I'm like, how's the sun not down yet? Anyway, lightning round, so now we squeeze everything in that we possibly can in the last couple minutes. All right. Dan Rivera, a paranormal investigator and one of the handlers of the famed haunted doll Annabelle, passed away suddenly over the weekend, as confirmed by the New England Society of Psychic Research, also known as NESPR. Rivera, a Connecticut native, was responsible for caring for the Annabelle doll, which gained notoriety through the Conjuring movie series. Rivera was part of the group touring with the Annabelle doll in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania at the time of his passing.
May I also remind everyone to not move cursed objects.
Yeah,
leave cursed objects alone.
Let's spread the curse, shall we?
Don't spread the curse. Leave it alone.
Yeah, I mean, they're not saying how he died. It could have been of natural causes. I don't know. But
the fact that nobody said how he died.
Yeah, well, there's been some weird stuff that's went on since he since they've been
breakout in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Lightning.
I'm sure it's all coincidence. I can't wait for the next and final paranormal.
You mean Conjuring?
Conjuring, yeah, which is paranormal. But yeah, I can't wait for that. Thank you for correcting me. I really needed that, just so I'd be right.
Yes. I should be sitting in the other chair for that.
Yeah, you should. You're like halfway in between, so you can halfway do it.
Yeah.
So they're doing a Conjuring movie marathon. You can watch all 6 movies for like $6.66 or something like that.
If you want to be very disturbed,
Yeah, I mean, can you make it through
I don't know.
all those? I mean, each of them on their own. My daughter and I went to see the last one in the theater. We're going to go see the very last one together in October. All right. There's a trailer out for WWE Unreal. And what this is, they're taking you really behind the scenes, storylines, all that kind of stuff. Is this too much to ruin wrestling? Because John Cena says he's ruining wrestling when he leaves. So maybe what he really meant is he's ruining wrestling with WWE Unreal.
Could be. It could be a layered, trick.
Kayfabe died a long time ago. We go see, as John Cena calls it and others, we go see the Shakespeare. That's what we go see.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's acting.
We understand it's a show.
It's acting with athletes with predetermined things, but it's also very real. As Kevin Steen, also known as Kevin Owens, had neck surgery yesterday. Successful. Could be out a year, may never be back. So, and one of the best characters of all time may not be back in wrestling. That's the kind of risk that they take. Invincible Season 5 has been greenlit. 4 hasn't happened yet. It's been in the books, but
It's been doing really well. That's why they got a season.
they
5
do the
for it.
voiceover first, and then they got to do all the animation. So there's a video out of them doing voiceover about it when they learned about it. The Penguin got 24 Emmy nominations. Only one person didn't get a nomination in the whole thing, and he got killed on the bench.
Oh,
He's the only one.
why would you phrase it that way?
Yeah, well, he did.
Poor Vic.
Yeah, he's the only one that didn't get nominated. Everybody else got nominated, including the mom. She got nominated.
Ah.
Vic is one of the biggest stars of the
Yes,
whole thing.
Vic was so good in it.
He didn't even get a supporting actor nod.
That's so
The
crap.
question is, would he if he survived?
Maybe they were just so upset about it
Nah,
that they just didn't want to think about
Well,
it.
maybe that's
Because you
what it
brought
was.
that up, and the pain is back now.
I know. It
and
stinks.
that show.
Yeah. All right. James Gunn says it's terrible what they did to Henry Cavill because the same day that they took over, other people introduced Henry Cavill as being back, and they knew all along he wasn't going to be back.
Yes, and that's such.
Yeah, it is. But blame Dwayne because it's Dwayne's fault.
Yes.
Dwayne Johnson, also known as The Rock, who ruins everything. So we'll see what he does. Yes, goosebumps. A man was injured after his metal necklace was sucked into an MRI machine. So here's the thing.
Why would you keep that on?
You got to take that stuff off because it's a big stinking magnet, people.
Also, don't you have a stronger neck?
How big was the chain?
That's a good question. Like, if it was like.
It was in Long Island, New York. Listen, if you're in New York, you take your chains off.
I would say,
That's like-
indeed, his
that's-
chain did hang low.
No,
It did indeed wobble to the floor.
You take your chains off in New York, it's like being naked. So you're not going to take your chains off, even if you.
Why would the
You
doctors
nearly
let
did.
him keep
They
that
probably,
on?
they probably didn't notice. Darth Vader's original lightsaber is up for auction. Probably going to fetch $3 million. If you had $3 million, would you buy Darth Vader's lightsaber? Would
Why are you asking me that question? Of course I would. That's a ridiculous question to
Who
ask.
said I was asking you? There are other people listening.
Well,
and
you
watching.
said it in my vicinity. Of course I'd buy it.
Death-
I'd pay double.
Deathstroke and Bane DCU movie. The script is done and it has been handed to James Gunn.
Some people are about to get their butts kicked.
You know what? We have just enough time to talk about Rising Wind.
Oh, no.
Yes. So as you get older, when you stand up, things are released. And it's a problem, especially when you're in a restaurant and you think about it before you stand up and you hope that things are not released. I want you guys to think about that. There'll be a quiz on it next week. Thank you for listening to the Upstate Pulse.
I hate
We'll be
this.
back next week to really talk about Rising Wind. Maybe.
A 20-pound metal chain.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for getting a glimpse into what I really am. And this is not a joke.
It really is.
This is what I really am. This
The only thing missing was
one
the
of
Snoopy
the
dance.
one of the funnest shows we've done in a while, and probably will be criticized by LexCorp. We'll see. All right. Thank you for
This
tuning
is the
in.
one he listens to.
And again, we'll be back next week probably. Say goodbye, Cameron.
Bye-bye.
I'll be in.